Guys, is it time? I think it might be. Let's try and build an engine in Anymaker. Honestly, I got pretty confused over building an electric vehicle, but I think building a gas-powered vehicle or a petrol-powered vehicle is going to be much harder. So, how about we start by just building an engine in itself, and then maybe we can attach a car to it later. I already have all of my tools. Let's go ahead and start with some engine bits. So over here is the engine components. We have ourselves an exhaust manifold. We're going to need one of those. An air manifold. We're going to need one of those. A fuel manifold. Going to need one of those too. An engine wheel. That's kind of important. We're going to get ourselves a coolant manifold. What else do we have? An engine piece. There we go. And we're going to need to get ourselves a gearbox. And also, a pulley wheel. There we go. That's everything that I've got from in there. Let's go ahead and build ourselves like a little base, and then we can start building an engine off of that. So, do this. There we go. Bring this out to the side, and we can build an engine on top of here. Alright, so starting out then, we need the engine block itself, we're going to need the engine wheel, and we're going to need a gearbox. There we go. So, let's get the engine block and shove it on here like this. Bosh. There we go. We're going to make a 4-cylinder engine. So there we go. And bosh! There she is! Okay. On this side, we're going to add the engine wheel. And on this side, we're going to add the gearbox. This is then going to be extended just a little bit. And leave it like that. Okay. That looks pretty good to me so far. Obviously now, we need to add all of the extra stuff. Okay, so starting out then is the exhaust. Let's go ahead and shove the exhaust on the side. We're just going to go ahead and put one... Actually... How about we actually move these to the back? Here we go. So delete that. We're going to have them not quite at the back, but like here-ish. So one is going to go right here, and two is going to go right there. We're then going to do the same thing on the other side and shove them pretty much centrally as well. So one there and one there. Okay, exhaust manifolds added. The next thing is the air manifold. Let's go ahead and shove one of these guys. It doesn't really matter where, but we're just going to shove it on the top for now. It's going to go right there. Okay, air manifold added. What else do we need? Coolant manifold, fuel manifold. I think I'm going to ignore the coolant for now, and we're just going to go ahead and shove the fuel one on the back. So if we can... Wait, why can't I? There we go. We're going to go ahead and shove the fuel one right here. Alright, beautiful. That's everything we need, hopefully, to actually get this thing started. Alright, so next thing is the starter. Let's go find ourselves a starter by going into mechanical components. The starter is actually just an electric motor, so we're going to need one of those. The other thing we're going to need quite a bit of as well is actually the electric stuff, which I believe is... Where is it? Electrical components, in here. So we're going to need a battery, of course. There we go. And we're actually going to need electric port, and we're going to need the relay. There we go. Also, in this box over here is the actual battery, so grab that too. There we go. So, now we are here. How do we do the starter? Well, you get yourself the electric motor, and you strap it on the side. There you go. Then you put the pulley wheel directly on the front of there, and then you should be able to go to the belt editor, attach the belt from there to there, and blammo! We have ourselves a starter. Excellent. Alright, so that starter is going to need an electric port. It's also going to need a relay. And then we're also going to need to get a button to attach onto these guys as well. But let's start off with the electrical port right here. There we go. We're going to shove the relay right about here. And we should be able to attach this guy directly onto the side of there like this. So those guys are connected together. Okay, we're then going to shove another one of these guys right here like this. And then we need an actual battery. So grab the battery box. There we go, shove it down here. Shove it on the side like this. And then we should be able to put a battery actually in there. But first, we'll connect it with this guy. Alright, hold on, turn it around. Bosh it on there. That actually should all be connected together already, which is pretty good. Okay, from there, we're going to go ahead and get the battery itself and chuck it in. Hold on. There we go. Battery in. Beautiful. Alright, let's go get ourselves a button, because that is the next step. The button is actually going to be in interface components, and I'm not going to lie, there are so many different buttons and things in here. We're just going to go ahead and take this one. It should work. Alright, run over to the side of this thing, smack it straight on top of there, And then I think whenever we push this button, the starter moves, which moves the main wheel, and that will start our engine. At least I hope so, anyway. Okay, let's go ahead and work on the exhaust next, and then the air supply, and then we'll work on the fuel supply after that. So, for the exhaust, all you need to do is get a vehicle editor gas, attach this guy, I think, to this guy. There you go. Go ahead and do the same thing over here. And then we need to go get a gas valve of some sort. So, they're actually called gas ports. Or are they called gas vents? I think it's a gas vent that we need. I'm not sure. But we're going to go ahead and chuck this on there and hope for the best. Alright, so let's go ahead and chuck this guy on here like this. I don't know which side it's going to go in from is the thing. From here. So we connect this guy to there. And that is where the exhaust is going to come out of. We're then going to do the same thing over here as well. Again, can't remember which way around it's supposed to go, but we're going to chuck it on like that. And then attach these guys together. There we go. Exhaust complete, I think. Alright, as for the air supply, it's pretty much the same thing. So let's just go ahead and attach this guy. I wish I could climb up there easy. Let's see if I can. Alright. Oh, very nice. We're going to go ahead and just attach this guy on the top like this. And connect those two together. This isn't really the right way around, but it should work out fine anyway. So, now what do we have to worry about? Well, it's just this, and this is our fuel. So, we're going to go ahead and delete that really quickly. We're going to go grab a fuel thingamabobby again from the engine components. Here we go. So, fuel... Where is it? We've already done exhaust, fuel. Here we go. Fuel manifold. So, we're going to shove that back on there again and try and figure out the fuel. Okay, so fuel is going to go there for now. It's just higher than it was, I believe, so that we can access this if we need to. Which we are probably going to need to. Anyway, let's go ahead and get ourselves a fuel tank, which is in the liquid components. It is tank liquid. We're going to grab that, and we're going to chuck that actually, like, at the back. So let's go ahead and just build this backwards a little bit more. There we go. And we'll chuck a fuel tank right here, I guess. There you go. With these things, you can make them bigger once you place them, and that's pretty good. Not going to need a huge one, but we'll go with that for now. Okay, excellent. So, you'd expect that you need, like, a pump, and I kind of feel like maybe you do, but we're going to try and do it without a pump for now. So, we're just going to go ahead and get ourselves a liquid port. There we go. And we are going to chuck that on here. Yes, we are indeed. Okay, so let's go ahead and shove that right there. Oh, it's not even symmetrical. Ugh. Okay, never mind. And what we'll do is we'll go to liquid editor. We'll attach this guy from here to here, and that is the fuel sort of connected. Is it gonna work? I'm not sure just yet. You see, the thing with the engine, I don't know whether we need to actually, like, power it. I know that sounds absolutely sort of bizarre, but I don't know whether this engine actually needs power. So what I'm going to do is give it some power anyway, and if it doesn't need it, then that's fine. But if it does need it, we'll figure that out. So currently power is 0. So actually, I don't think it does need power. I don't think it does. One thing it does need, though, is petrol. So we're going to go ahead and select petrol in there, and then if I do this, what happens? Nothing. Interesting. Alright, well, another thing apparently that this needs is like an oil thingamabobby. So, if we can find this, there is a liquid pump right here. Let's go ahead and grab that. And let's grab ourselves... Oh, we've already got a liquid port right here. Okay, so, let's go ahead and get the liquid pump. Attach that right here. And we should be able to just shove this on the side of here. Whether this will work or not, I don't know, but let's shove it there for now. Beautiful. Then we need to go ahead and get ourselves a pulley wheel, chuck that on there as well. Here we go, excellent. And then we go to the belt editor, we attach the belt from here to there, from there, down to there, and now we have a liquid pump. Okay. Don't think we need that for the fuel, but like we kind of do, don't we? Because in like real cars, there will be like a fuel pump. Here? Or in the tank or whatever. That sends it into here. So I don't really want to send that through the front. but maybe I'll have to. There's also the whole thing of like an oil thing, so I need to do that too. So let's go ahead and get ourselves another tank. It's going to be an oil tank, and oh, I can't do that though. The problem with the oil tank is I need an oil manifold, and I don't think I have one. Yeah, no, I don't have one. I was hoping we'd be able to get it going like this, but I don't think that's true. Oh, okay, so the air manifold currently has a throttle of 0. So I think we'll have to open that then. So how do I do that? I guess we get ourselves a throttle lever, attach it onto there, and just hope for the best. In fact, I have a better option, and that option is actually gonna be this slider right here. So the slider should allow us to fully open the air, and that's how we're gonna start this. Alright, so I believe it can go on the back of this thing. Oh, it's kind of annoying the way I've built this, but there you go. So that goes on there. If I then go over to the side of this, I can slide it out. There you go. So the throttle on there should be open now. Let's have a little look. Is that true? Yes. Okay, throttle is fully open. Whoa! I built an engine. It works. The throttle is actually controlled by this, though. And the problem with that is I can't get to it. Oh, we built a working engine. Kind of. Alright, throttle down. Oh, not bad. So, the problem with this currently, obviously, is that there's no cooling and there is no oil distribution. So this likely is going to explode. But that's not too bad. I don't think we need this, and to check if we do or don't, I'm going to delete it. Yeah, we don't need that. Get rid of it. There we go. We've actually built our first working engine. Not bad. Okay, interesting. So, yeah, that controls the engine up there. I've just whizzed it all the way up to full. Let's go ahead and, like, cut that a little bit. Is it still running? I don't know. But you see, the starter isn't actually on right now. The engine itself, I think, is shutting down. Yeah. Okay, so we've got to have some throttle in order for this to work. Interesting. Oh, it is still running. It is still running. Because there's a little bit of throttle still there. Okay. But that means that there is no pump between the fuel tank and the engine. The exhaust just comes out of a gas vent. That's fine. The air just goes in through a gas vent as well. Okay. Gearbox is fine. In order to change gears, we add a throttle lever to there. So that's the next thing. Let's go see if I can get a throttle lever. Oh, and also, I think it'd be really cool. Let me just do something really quickly. Let's build a little platform for this really fast. I'd like to build it out to the side, but I'm having issues. Hold on. There we go. Across 4. That's fine. Across 4. Drop that down loads. 16. Drop that down by 16 as well. And then we're going to go across this way and do the same thing. So 5. And then 16 right here. Okay, because I am going to delete this little bit that it's sat on. So I need to make sure that that's fine. Alright, hold on. 5. Yep, and then 16, please. Excellent. So if I was to delete this... Oh, it's going to delete what the engine's on too. Don't really want to do that, actually, anymore. Maybe if I do this. Hang on. There we go. Has that actually done anything? No. I have to go from here to here, but I don't want to attach it. There we go. And then attach that to the engine in some way? Nope. Apparently not. Okay. Wish I could undo that, so I'm going to do that, actually. There we go. Right. Engine itself, we can attach things to, so just drop this down from here. However many we need, like 19, I guess. Yep, there we go. 19 from there. 19 from here. And I guess we'll do a similar thing on the other side, but not 19, because it's further away. 20? 20? I don't know. Anyway, build that out to the side. Build this out to the side. And this. Oh, that didn't go sideways. It didn't actually go sideways. Alright, I've built some random things. I'm just going to delete this now. Alright. Oh, that's disconnected the... That's disconnected this. That is not the greatest. They're two separate entities now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that at all. Can I connect that together anyway? If that's there, can I connect it? No. It appears that you cannot connect separate entities. But the engine is still running, weirdly. Why? How is that happening? Anyway, all I actually wanted to do was attach a wheel to it. So let's go into here. We're going to grab a wheel component. Here we go. We're going to chuck that on the back. Like this. Here we go. Alright, so that's not spinning just yet because it's not actually in gear, I think. We'll see. And then we'll put an actual wheel on the back as well. We'll go with the quad bike one for now. Here we go. Obviously, this isn't really what you want, but it's fine. And then I need something to go on there. And that something is a throttle lever. But what I'm going to do is add a slider, because I have a slider in my hand somewhere. Here it is. Yeah, so if I use this slider, let's see what happens. Chuck it directly under that piece. It's too big. Turn it around. Alright, and then do this. Aha! There you go, now it's working. Alright, so actually, it's not as complicated as you think to build engines. It's just... I don't know. Also, I don't know how you do gear ratios. I don't know how you mess with this. Properties, all I've got is reverse, and that's it. I don't know how you change the gear ratios and stuff like that. But we built an engine, and that's all I actually wanted to do today. So, there we go. Thank you for watching, I guess, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Okay, I'm gonna add this on afterwards, but obviously I'm missing the oil components of this, and I'm missing the actual coolant components of this, and I don't know how hot this is getting, but let's have a little look. So, can we see temperature? It's at 127 degrees. Clearly, that is way too hot, but it is what it is. Let me go ahead and zoom up this engine. Oh, yeah. Okay, so with coolant, we should be fine. Don't think explosions are in the game as of right now. Otherwise, this thing would have exploded a while ago. But, yeah, there you go. Engine built. Oh, it actually got to a certain point and died. Okay, good. 185 degrees and it shut down. Although that might be due to lack of fuel. I'm not sure. But there we go. Not bad.